a podcast to honor the gods.
This better come with a sacrifice.
Deus Ex Media.
A half-blood of the eldest gods shall listen to this bonus show against all odds.
I'm Charlie from Cabin 13.
And I'm Ray from Cabin 12.
Oh my goodness, boy. We're talking about Hades. Hades.
Indeed.
Hades. Oh wait, wrong fandom. I did the mechanisms thing. It's fine.
I can't believe this.
That was I was thinking about that
like
earlier.
this.
I'm like, I gotta do that for Ray. I gotta do it. But we're talking about Hades the game because we both know the game. So like we can talk about this shit and like it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, get into it a little bit.
So
first of all, sorry if my sound quality sucks. I'm using my regular mic,
Yeah.
but I am on vacation in like a weird little like, I guess this is an Airbnb technically, but it's more of a hotel room.
Yeah. We realized we forgot to record the August bonus before Ray went on vacation.
Well, hey, it's the first time this mic has come in handy, so now I can justify taking up all that space in my suitcase.
Good shit. We did it. So Ray, what is your favorite weapon to use in Hades the game?
Honestly, kind of difficult to decide.
Because I have a very clear answer.
Okay. So at first it was the shield, and I hated the bow specifically. Now it is between the bow and the shield. Like I love them both.
Interesting. I feel like usually for me it's the sword. Always
Really?
the
Huh.
aspect of Arthur at this point.
Oh, okay. I haven't even unlocked that yet. I've only
Wow.
got 3 of them, the special aspects.
I
Oh, of
think
course you like the aspect of Arthur.
Okay, no, it has
you
nothing to
just
do with
like
that.
it 'cause-
No, it's just because I like the sword and that's the strongest one of them. My tactic for playing this game is also to just like hit everything in sight and like not actually not get hit. Because I am a Gryffindor. I just go in and hit everything. This is how it works.
That's how I play most games. I actually learned to dodge for this game because early game you kind of have to. And once I like changed my mindset and got better at dodging, like the game got so much easier for me.
Yeah. It's been a while since the early games, so like at this point I'm just like, nah, I'm just gonna fight everything. Fight all the things. Yeah.
So, what I really like doing now is using the Chiron bow with the extra special. No, maybe I'm thinking, oh no, now I can't remember, because I think I changed from that. Don't mind me while I Google shit.
I don't remember all the things, so I will probably be Googling things. It's fine. Looks intently at the screen.
Yeah, now I'm confused. I can't even remember. Okay, it is Chiron. I was like, because it has like 2 effects. The first is that it gives you more shots in your special, and the second effect is that it makes your special seek foes that you've hit with your regular attack. So you hit something with your regular attack, and then you special, and it's now like a ton of arrows, and they all just like go straight at the thing. And so like, it's the only way that I've made this special like useful. But that way it gets so powerful. Using that with, like, the Daedalus hammer that gives you extra special shots is very good. Or with Artemis's support fire, where all of your attacks that hit do make an extra little seeking arrow. Then it becomes, like, just bullet hell for the enemies. They cannot even deal. I love that shit. I also like using the Chaos Shield, but it's not even good, I don't think. I just think it's funny. And also I like Chaos.
Yeah. God, I love like the later aspects of the shield where it just like it becomes like a fidget spinner, honestly. Like it just keeps going. That's what happens. It just does that. My other favorite things are the spear, and sometimes the shields.
Yeah, I liked the spear a lot at first, but I don't know, it stopped working as well for me. I don't know, something about like the pattern doesn't work as easily. I was never very into the sword. Like, it's easy to use as a beginner weapon, but it's like not, I don't know, I can't do the damage output that I want to, I feel like.
I just struggle so hard with the bow and the rail.
Oh yeah, the rail, I could not stand using it until I just put a bunch of shit into the Zagreus aspects and, gave myself a bunch of more shots. Like, the reload mechanic was so bad for me, I could not.
Yeah, I did once get, like, the Daedalus thing where you get unlimited shots, and I was like, finally! This is worth it!
Yeah,
and that was, like, the one time I liked the rail. The fact that it's just a fucking gun.
Yeah, it's
like,
so
everything
funny.
else is, like, so, like, classic weapon. And then we have a gun that also shoots bombs. What the fuck?
Yeah. I like the bombs. It's nice to use that, but the regular attack, ugh. It's just annoying to use.
And the fact that, like, the highest aspect for the rail is Lucifer. I lose my shit on that one.
That's so funny. I hope people listened to the last episode of this, because we didn't explain anything about this game at all. But because there was another episode on it, I figure it's fine.
If you don't know what Hades the video game is, we literally did an episode explaining it, me and my other friend Ray, spelled differently, explaining it to Taylor. We explained the basic premise. Also, Ray, that episode, Taylor actually, like, noped out at the end because, like, there was a storm, and, we lost her, so we couldn't tell her about the Persephone shit. Like, I think we lost her just before, like, Persephone, because we were going plot-wise, like, how everything goes. Yeah. And it's like, oh yeah, you find out it's Persephone, and then...
and then she's just gone, holy shit.
Yeah, she had to listen to it later and then react. It was great. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so we're just talking about fucking Hades and how we love it. Oh wait, what is your favorite, like, boon or, like, god to get boons from?
Oh.
If you don't have, like, a favorite specific boon.
Oh, the best boon is, I think it's an Artemis and I think it's an Artemis and Zeus boon, where your cast.
Oh.
Yeah. It's when you, what are they called? The Bloodstones. Man, I've just been playing this game. I guess my brain is just fried. But anyways, the best boon is the one where your Bloodstones sitting on the floor strike lightning at the creatures around them. Like, that thing is insane. Like, there's nothing they can do. You just leave, and it takes care of it for you.
That's amazing. I love that.
I had a run with that recently, and it was like, well, okay. Like, that was the first build that I'd had since I've, like, picked it back up again, where I was like, oh, right, this game can just, like, be easy, like, insanely easy if you just get the right shit.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the Athena dash, what's that called?
Athena dash, yes.
Divine
dash.
That is, like, I mean, yeah, that's obviously one of the best ones, like, specifically.
Everybody loves that one, yeah.
But my favorite gods to get stuff for, usually together, if possible, are Dionysus and Demeter, just because, like, how it works, where, like, they do the, you know the thing that they do. I love the, I can't word things right now. I did just wake up an hour ago. Like, the freezing thing, and then the drunk thing, and it's great, and I just love doing them together at the same time.
That's really funny.
Because they just, like, they die so easily.
For a long time, Dionysus was my favorite god to go after for his, like, non-attack boons. Like, not that I don't like Hangover, because I definitely do. But I was always going for Strong Drink. The one where the fountains heal you all the way and they boost your attack. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you can get that early, that's just so good.
Yeah. I also do often go for the, I'm forgetting all things right now. The one with the doesn't he give you a thing with nectar, too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that, because I don't
Because it's a drink.
Because I'm, like, done with nectar, mostly.
Yeah.
Like, I need ambrosia now, but...
Yeah. Yeah, I still, like, always go for it whenever it's an option. I'm just like, yeah, I want to get some nectar.
Yeah, because you get nectar and it buffs your health. Yeah.
Yeah,
that one,
exactly.
very good. Like, Dionysus giving you health stuff, basically, is, like, the shit I was always going for, and so I started going for Dionysus because he's hot, and I wanted to talk to him all the time, but then you're like, oh shit, your shit's so good.
I think objectively, like, everyone knows Dionysus is the hottest god in Hades.
Yeah, for real.
Aphrodite might be completely naked, but Dionysus is the hottest one.
So one thing that I wanted to talk about is that I watched the No Clip documentary on the making of the game. I think it's 6 episodes, and so they go from, like, the launch of the early release all the way up to launch of 1.0, and so, like, there will be... It's a really, really nice history of the game and them working on it. So that reminded me of that because... the artist wanted everyone to be naked. Heroic nudity. She was fighting for this. But they were like, no.
We could have had this.
We want a lot of the characters to wear clothes. But...
we could have had all naked gods.
But Aphrodite got to, you know...
She needs to. Like,
yeah,
out of
she
everyone,
should be. Like,
Aphrodite
it's so
needs to.
good. It's such a good concept that she's just straight up naked. Like,
yeah, I feel like another god I could argue for naked is Artemis, but for, like, an opposite way.
Yeah,
just because,
exactly.
like, she's
like,
au naturel, like... she's one with the woods.
The least sexual of nudities.
Exactly. The two sides of the spectrum for nudity. Literally. Yeah, God, I love them. So when I was starting playing the game, I kept getting confused every time when I saw, like, the Athena symbol, because it's just like it's just like gold, like a circle, and I kept thinking it was Apollo, so I kept going for it, and then I was confused. It happened multiple times that I would do this,
that's
and then it's like,
fascinating.
oh right, it's Athena. I forgot.
And Apollo's not even here.
Apollo.
Can't believe this.
Apollo is not in the fucking game, and I'm sad.
I saw somebody's concept of what he would look like in the game on Tumblr recently, and it slapped. I'll see if I can find that to send to you.
You must, please. I love it. Yeah, this game.
What I always got confused about was, I can't think of anyone's names when I'm trying to right now. Like, literally, we were just talking about her, Aphrodite. Aphrodite's symbol and the health symbol, you know, they're both hearts, and so it's like, oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
What helps is that the boons have, like, the circle around them, so you can always tell it's a boon. But if you don't know that at first, it can be a little... you can get lost.
Yeah. I feel like all of the gods, like, are very, like, oh yeah, I can tell which god that is. Like, even, like, when I was starting playing the game, except for, like, Athena. Like I said, I thought that was a sun. It was just a shield.
Aw.
They should have chose something different for her. Like, maybe if it was a shield with Medusa's head on it, I would have gotten it.
I don't know.
But, like,
I've never even really seen it as a shield. It's just kind of an abstract little symbol. I don't even know.
Yeah, just everybody got, like, the Poseidon gets, like, a trident, I think, and then, like, Zeus gets,
Poseidon
like, a
and
thunderbolt.
Zeus are really easy. I would say that Ares being a sword, like, definitely makes sense, but I don't, like, think about it. Like,
yeah, I was like,
when I saw it the
red,
first time, I wouldn't
it's gonna
have
be
thought
Ares.
Okay, yeah.
Just because I associate Ares with, like, red, bloodthirsty, you know, yeah.
Speaking of Ares, I love him in this game. Like, it's such a good concept for that god, is what I mean. Like,
all right.
I feel like they did a really good job interpreting the different gods in, like, slightly different ways than you might have expected. You know, he's not like some big burly guy. He's more of a cool student of death, you know? I think it's fun.
Good shit. We have no format for this. We're just, like, going off.
Yeah, we're chatting.
So
we had some stuff we wanted to talk about. You want to talk about Zagreus?
I would love to talk about Zagreus because
he's my little guy.
Is he your little meow meow?
Yes, he is. He definitely is. Have you seen him?
Yeah.
The good thing about Zagreus, too. Similarly to Percy, Zagreus can go from sweet little orphan boy asking you for another piece of bread, please. Straight to, like, little shit.
They're the
like,
same.
The sassiest little guy.
They're the same.
Like, he can be so polite, and then he can just, like, go off, and I love that about him. He's a nice little boy. I give him a kiss.
I love him. Oh my goodness. I love him. He's so good. Don't make me cry. Yeah, so, funnily enough, if you didn't already know this, Zagreus is not an original character for this game. What?
That's what I thought when I first started playing it, because I'd never heard of him.
I'm trying to remember if I watched the OSP video first or played the game first. I can't remember which of the... It's the chicken or the egg. Which came first? I can't remember, honestly. But yeah, Zagreus is a real, quote-unquote, mythological character. His origins are weird, as always, but it's because he's, like, very obscure, if you couldn't tell. Very. Actually, I don't know if I sent you this. I'm just gonna send you the page that I'm on, looking up his stuff, so if you have any thoughts. So yeah, he's big in Orphism, which I sometimes like to bring up because it's, like, fucking weird. It's the one where, like, people getting, like, torn to bits is, like, very big. Orpheus, all of that shit. He was quote-unquote the first Dionysus, which is why that thing in the game happens, where he convinces Orpheus, hey, me and Dionysus were actually the same god. Like, yeah. Right. And then you get that whole thing. It's my favorite thing.
So speaking of that, have you gotten the dialogue where he, like, tells Orpheus, like, his fake origin story, and then he writes a whole song about it?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean. I did
but that's different from the Dionysus one. He does, like, a whole, the thing where he's, like, of the Titans, and then he gets dismembered, and then his blood creates people or whatever.
Is that different?
Yeah, there's a whole other dialogue for that. No, Orpheus writes a song about Zagreus's fake-ass origin story where he's, like, gets torn asunder and only his heart is left, and but the Dionysus thing is a different I'm pretty sure.
That's the same as the Dionysus one, dude.
No, it's not, because...
That is. I'm telling you,
it's
because I know the mythological
not.
Thing.
Well, no, I'm not saying... I'm saying that in the game, there's two separate events where those things happen. One is Dionysus being like, well, you should tell Orpheus we're, like, the same guy. Yeah. And he's like, okay.
And then he tells Orpheus we're the same guy. And then Orpheus is like, here's the song about that. Okay. That's what the song is about, them being the same guy.
It's a totally different song.
Look at the lyrics. Look at the lyrics. It's about him becoming Dionysus.
No, you're right. But the dialogues come at different times. Orpheus just combines them. Okay.
Yes.
That's okay. Damn it. Okay.
Like, I knew what you were getting at,
like, right
but I'm
after the second, right after the other dialogue that wasn't the Dionysus one. Like, the Dionysus one came way earlier, and so okay, it's just the same song that brings those things together.
It's the same storyline, is what I'm trying to get at here. It's like it's all the same, like, threads. That's where it gets to. But yeah, no. Like, I heard about, like, this whole thing, this whole storyline before I played the game, and I was like, oh my god, this is what's selling me on it, is, like, how awesome that is. You know what, maybe I did watch the OSP video first. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's what it is.
Anyways,
but
sorry for, like, arguing with you there, but I just wanted to say that the Orpheus song slaps. It's really good.
It does. I love it. But it literally explains the whole story of, like, Zagreus and, like, his mythological origins, honestly. So, if you want more on that, you can also listen to the song. But yeah, he's the first Dionysus.
Yeah, it's real fucked up.
It is. Like I said, dismemberment is involved in Orphism. If you didn't think it was gonna happen to Dionysus, it does. It in fact does. So, he's dismembered by the Titans and reborn, and it's as Dionysus sometimes is how it works. I believe it's like, it's not all on this page, but I do think it has something to do with, like, his heart going into, like, Semele, who is Dionysus's mother. It's something with that, with, like, it's very weird and cool how they like bring him back and then he becomes Dionysus. It's like twice born, and that's why Dionysus also has the weird thing where like his mom like disintegrates, but like he's still alive and he goes into Zeus's thigh to be born a second time. So like that's why that happens, because he was Zagreus before. So like you get the reborn thing a lot with Zagreus and Dionysus. But also in Orphism, he was a son of Zeus and Persephone.
Right?
Yeah. Ick. Do not like that. That is his daughter.
Oof.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, Hades and Persephone, they are related. So yeah, but like Zeus and Persephone is honestly worse in my brain, just for the fact that that's Zeus's daughter. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's it's the worst kind. It's very bad. What I like about this a lot is that I didn't realize that this myth was specifically from Orphism. That makes it even better.
Yeah, that's why
so
it's
good.
cool. Obscure mythology shit.
But also the fact that all this shit is spread by Orpheus in the game, like that's such a good reference.
Yeah, exactly. You get it. So there's another interesting thing about like how Zeus and Hades are like linked, because like Hades might be an offset of Zeus, or like Hades is Zeus's underworld persona or something. It's all very weird how Zeus, Hades, and Poseidon are linked, because like yeah, I mean, I've probably mentioned to you before that like Poseidon at one point may have been an underworld god because of his linking with like Demeter and Persephone. Yeah, it's all very weird. Basically, the big three might actually just be the same deity. It's fine. It's all good. But Zagreus is like linked with Hades. Maybe he is Hades. Maybe he's Hades' son. Maybe he's Zeus' son. It's all weird. There is no correct answer in mythology. I mean, sometimes there's a correct answer, as in there's a wrong answer.
Sometimes you can be incorrect, but
listen, I'm still mad about hearing somebody mispronounce Cersei so wrong on a podcast recently. It's either Cersei or Kirke. You cannot say Circe. That is just so incorrect. Yeah, so, like, that's why it's Hades and Persephone. I mean, also because, like, this is a combination of the Hades and Persephone myth, as well as, like, adding Zagreus and, like, all of the Orphism stuff in there. Yeah.
What's interesting to me is that most of the other, like, mythological figures, you know, you have Orpheus and Eurydice, you have Achilles and Patroclus, their story as such is already complete. And Zagreus is kind of helping them, you know, come back together afterwards. But the interesting thing is that the Hades and Persephone myth is in the smack dab in the middle. Like, we're working on that shit right now.
Yeah.
Which I think is fun. It's really interesting.
I guess you could kind of say it is kind of post Hades and Persephone at the same time, because, like, she did already go down to the underworld. It's like...
Right. But it's
like the last chapter-ish. It's like there.
Right.
Because Demeter's still sad.
Yeah,
and like
still,
making everything winter.
Like, that is so fucked up when you think about it. Like, the whole time you're doing all this shit, the overworld is a barren wasteland.
Okay, real quick. What do you think about the whole Demeter being like the goddess of winter instead of like grain for this?
It's good as hell. Like her symbol is still a sheaf of wheat, but it's because she's the goddess of the seasons, and so it makes total sense that she'd be able to, like, you know, do freezing as well, and that's the way that her aspect would be personified, or what the fuck ever right now, is because that's the shit she's doing. Like, it's so creative, it makes total sense. I love it.
Yeah, I do in fact love it as well. I'm just like, finally, like, what else would they have given her? Like, plant powers? I mean, plant powers are pretty badass, but like...
Plant powers would be totally fine, but...
It's fucking hot down there. We need some ice powers, honestly.
Yeah, with the story that they're telling, it works so perfect.
Yeah. So... Zagreus, his name is also interesting because, fucking what does it mean? It unclear entirely. So Zagre means a pit for the capture of live animals. Which I think is why, like, he's sometimes, like, a hunter, possibly? Like, a hunter who catches living animals is called Zagreus, is what they say here. So maybe that's why him and Artemis are, like, cool. That's why she's like, yeah, I'm cool with you. It's fine. I think she actually says that at one point, is that your name means hunter.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that is, like, one of her first dialogues. I could be wrong.
I love that. I love all of the relationships that you build. I think it's so nice. When you get further on and they just, like, start talking about how much they like you. And, oh my god, when I think about this game, I go fucking insane. Because you can't even really talk back to them. Like...
No.
They always say that they can barely hear you, but they love you so much. They're your family. I feel so many emotions.
Yeah, it's fine. It's all fine. So, okay, let's talk about this weird fucking mention of Zagreus. He's the highest of all the gods. Him and Gaia are the highest of all the gods.
Okay.
Why?
I
Why?
can't. What shit did he do? Hunting? Okay. If Gaia is the earth, and if Zagreus, like Proto-Zagreus, like the original powerful guy, was still like a chthonic figure, like an underworld god, then you could have the earth and its mirror reflection, the underworld, and, like, they could be two sides of the same coin kind of thing. If he was in charge of all that shit, like, if he's a hunter and he's in charge of death, maybe that...
It's unclear.
That's nothing. I'm just spouting bullshit. But...
Yeah, well, there is, like, no answer here. It's just, like,
right, exactly.
This is a quoted line, and that's all we got about Zagreus.
So I'm allowed to spout bullshit when no one knows anything.
No one fucking knows. Also, there's something about night ranging Zagreus performing his feasts of raw flesh. Love that. That's very Orphic.
Great.
My goodness. Yeah, so what else we got here about Zagreus? He's just, like, weird. Why is there a cooking and eating section?
I saw that too. It's when they eat him.
Yeah, okay, yeah, because, like, the Titans eat him, and then Dionysus is cooked in a cauldron. It's fine. It's
fine.
Fine.
Don't worry about it. The Titans love to eat guys.
Oh, yeah. So I've heard people before question why Dionysus is associated with the Egyptian god Osiris. And if you don't know him, he's, the god of the underworld. And
Indeed.
he was, like, he died, and that's how he became the god of the underworld. Like, he was a dude, and then he died, and then and there was also a whole thing with, like, dismemberment as well there. So it's like, guys, if you think about Zagreus, the little known god, that's why Dionysus is associated there. I've heard people be very confused.
It's this whole link. It's this whole bridge. Zagreus is the bridge between Dionysus and Osiris.
Yeah, it's a very weird
connected.
thing.
Mythology is wild. It's just all over the place.
It's because, like, people are not stagnant. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Beliefs are not stagnant. Everybody, like, creates a little something different in there.
And cultures mix even,
Yeah.
People have been traveling around for fuck off long time,
Yeah.
Since people existed, they would go to places and mix their cultures and tell stories,
Yeah. Also, of course, the only thing in pop culture is Hades, the video game. Because no one knows this fucking guy. No one knows him.
Okay, so more interesting facts from documentaries and whatnot. Their original concept for the game that they were making was going to be it was called Minos. It was about Theseus in the labyrinth. Yeah.
No. Sorry, if they'd made that game, no.
But, the concept wasn't working as well, and so eventually they came up with this idea of escape rather than, going deeper into a labyrinth or whatever. I don't actually know what the idea would have been, obviously you'd fight a bull at some point.
I would have tried to die, because I hate Theseus so fucking much.
My
He
God.
sucks ass. I'm sorry. but I'm not sorry.
But yeah, restructuring the game so that it's not only this escape from the underworld, but that means that each time that you die, it's canon. You're able to have this home base. You're able to have this progressing story that's like created through your deaths so that you can make the function of death in the roguelike rewarding instead of just disappointing. It's all great. I've watched a lot of like YouTube essays about Hades and how much it slaps.
It's so good. It's so good. So, honestly, what Hades the game is, it's a reverse Catabasis. It's, like, that's a journey to the underworlds. Yeah. This is journey out of the underworld. Like, that's your starting point. You're trying to get out. That's all it is. It's good shit, and I love it, and you go, just going reverse through the underworld. Wild. It's like wild concepts.
Instead of going down to the bottom of the underworld to talk to Hades, you're going up to the surface world to talk to Persephone. It's literally the opposite.
It's so good. So good. We love this game.
Yeah, we do. It's so much fun.
One thing I wish was in this game, just because I love Pirithous, he should just be there. Like, the guy whose butt is just stuck down there for trying to kidnap Persephone. I just want him to be there.
Like, you could just like run into him like a random room.
But, like, you can't help him. Like,
yeah, he's
like,
just,
you can help all the
there.
other guys, but you cannot help Pirithous. You try to talk to him, and he's just like, Yeah, that's all I want.
One character who I think is really surprising is Sisyphus. That is not the kind of guy who you expect to sympathize with so much. And, like, and then comparing him rolling the boulder to you playing the game and trying to escape from the underworld and knowing that in the end nothing's going to come of it, but at the same time the action itself is rewarding, and like him being such a chill and cool dude with such an interesting philosophy. Who thought of this shit? It's so good.
I do feel like he's, like, rewritten a bit there, just because, like, he's kind of an asshole in this. Yeah. But
they even sort of address that with, like, you know, he's like, I've changed. I was a bad person.
Yeah.
Like, he acknowledges that.
We didn't see the character growth, so that's why I'm like, what happened?
I'm fine with the explanation that, you know, pushing a boulder a lot of times changes a guy, changes a person.
I'm more okay with the Theseus and the Minotaur, like, somehow becoming besties. I think it's because they both got fucked over by, like, many people. It's just like, yeah, you know, I'm over it.
Deeply homoerotic friendship is so fucking important to me.
Like, I may hate Theseus, but I love Asterius, so...
Oh my god, he's so good!
My boy. I do hate fighting him, but I love him. I hate fighting both of them.
Before I, like, even met Thanatos in-game, I was like, I gotta read some goddamn Hades fanfiction, so I'm just, like, filtering so that I'm only finding Theseus and Asterius fixed, because I can't get spoiled by Thanatos stuff. So I had a phase of being, like, basically obsessed with them because their relationship can be literally so fascinating if you think about it at all.
Yeah. But also Thanatos, my little goth boy.
Thanatos! Bro, the fact that this game lets you be polyamorous, I'm crying.
Yeah.
This game basically requires you to be polyamorous if you want to get, like, 100% completion.
So good. I love that. I love him. I also love Meg.
I also love Dusa.
Yeah. Just the fact that she's just the head. She's just a little head.
Yeah. She's a head, and she's a legit romance path. Like, good for her. Good
I wish her all the best. I want Nyx to, like, calm the fuck down.
For real. I'm, like, in the middle of that, or like, Nyx has just been being rude to her, and I'm like, excuse me, she's just a little, leave her alone, she's perfect.
Leave my little girl alone, she's just nice to me. Give her a break once in a while.
So I haven't technically finished the game. I'm still, like I said, I've used all of the, nectar. I forget which one is which most of the time. But so now I need to give a bunch of the gods ambrosia still, so they'll have, like, the whatever Persephone's plan is. I still need to do that.
Know what the plan is. I know what's going on, but I haven't gotten there yet.
Okay, so I'm
like,
still
I know the
working on that
spoilers
right now. I have avoided them pretty well still.
I don't avoid spoilers. I don't try, is the problem.
I try my best.
Yeah.
I try my best, but the problem is that I'm, obsessed with fandom content. I want to look at it all the time. And so I'm, like, going through AO3, like when I'm watching shows, I'll look up when the episode that I am on came out, and then I'll only look at fanfictions that came out before that. Like I do my best, but I frequently mess up terribly.
I just
because
ask people
I do
things.
think that reveals are part of the experience,
I do not care.
You are valid.
I'm just like, no, I want to know the thing. I do not want to be surprised. I just want to know. Yeah, Hades is a good game, man. Hades.
Yeah, it is. It's literally addictive. Like, it's so good. And I don't like roguelike games. I mean, roguelikes are okay. I could not play a roguelite. God damn it, I messed up the terminology there. So if you don't know, because I know you probably don't watch as many gaming YouTube videos as I do.
I do not.
A roguelike is a game where you go in and you do a run until you die, and then you start completely over. A roguelite, Lite, is a game where you go in and do a run and you die and you start over, but there is consistent progression. And so because you level up and, like, get your different talents and stuff in this game, it is a roguelite, technically.
Okay.
So, ones that don't have consistent progression, I cannot imagine myself caring, like, at all. I also don't normally like action games. Like, I normally like story-heavy games, which this is, but I'm kind of bad at video games. I got good at this game through hard work and determination. I was shit.
I just want to see Zagreus succeed, so I must be good.
Yeah, exactly. But the fact that this game compelled me to do that means that it's good as hell. Because most of the time I do not bother. I just let myself be terrible and play something else. I like things when they're easy.
Oh yeah.
We could probably wrap up soon. This is long enough for a bonus episode.
Yeah. Hades
and we seem
good.
to be trailing off a bit. Hades good.
Hey Ray, does Hades slap?
Charlie, Hades slaps. I think that I say slap more often than the average person. I think that it kind of left the internet lexicon a bit, but I'm, like, still stuck in it because of that podcast.
You did this to yourself.
I know, exactly. Like, maybe we shouldn't have named our podcast after internet slang, which recycles every few months.
Nah, it's classic and I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hades is great. We love it. We stan. Maybe
we do.
We can do more deep dives into this game. Who knows?
Yeah, if y'all want us to record shit about Hades, you just tell us whenever. Like, 100% we will do as many bonus episodes on this as you want. Because I know that I'm always starving for Hades content, so...
We'll just make our own fanfic about the Hades game on a bonus episode or something. I don't know.
Just, like, do a little writing exercise. That could be so cute. Holy shit.
It'll be great. Yeah. Well... I had to think of a way to exit this. Well, I'm gonna go escape the underworld before my dad tries to kill me, so...
Oh, damn, dude. Good luck.
Yeah. Thank you, and goodbye.
Dave X Media.